Our Vietnamese journey started when we landed in Hanoi in the early evening. It's a vibrant city. It's got so much to offer and see and do. We enjoyed a meal and we took in the views. On day one, we found a beautiful cafe overlooking the cathedral, and here we sampled our first egg coffee. And Vietnamese breakfast, a banh mi and noodle soup. We decided to get our bearings of the city using the local bus tour, and we would hop on and off right throughout the day. Our first stop was Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum Park, where the mausoleum guards were ever present. We also saw the one-pillar pagoda. Just beautiful. As well as the bus, we explored the streets by foot, the pavements packed with bikes, every pavement we trod. We explored local markets, mesmerised by the colours and the smells of the various spices. Whatever time of day it was, the streets were busy, especially with motorbikes. As well as locals selling produce from their push bikes. Exploring by foot, you saw how the locals started their day. Small plastic stools, bowls laden with noodles, a community. One sobering place that we visited on our trip was the Hanoi Hilton. The history and information shared gave us a real sense of what it would have been like, both for the Vietnamese and the Americans. Back pounding the streets, avoiding the many bikes, we explored the many temples of Hanoi. The streets of Hanoi are vibrant, full of colour, where life is lived. We went to the beautiful citadel, which was once the hub of Hanoi all those years ago. We explored the Literature Museum of Hanoi, where scholars had been studying for centuries. Do you know, you could still flavour the taste of knowledge, as this area was just heaped in history. One evening, we went to the water puppet show, where the puppets recreate daily life in northern Vietnam through folk tales. We were absolutely spellbound with the skill of the people working the puppets and the storytelling. A must-do in Hanoi has got to be Train Street. Where in the world can you sit with a coffee, cup of tea, or even a beer and watch a train pass inches away from your glass? I tell you what, it was a long wait, but it was well worth it. We did spend Christmas in the bustling city of Hanoi and loved it. After Hanoi, we travelled 36 hours by train, yeah, the one you've just seen going through the city of Hanoi, and we travelled down to Chi Minh city. We explored the city by foot, and I think a highlight's got to be the old post office. It was just majestic. We also had many a coffee stop, and we watched the locals feeding the squirrels. One day, we went to visit the 75-kilometre Chi tunnels. Now, our guide was just fabulous, and he shared with us the history so eloquently. We even got to experience what it would have been like to live underground. Thousands of Vietnamese lived in these 4 layers of tunnels for up to about 7 years, some of them. We enjoyed a trip on the Mekong Delta, where we sampled the local food. We watched the locals using the coconuts to make drinks, chocolate, and even beauty products. We had a short trip with the locals along the Delta, which was just amazing. And we travelled to see the bees before sampling some of the happy water. It's a very strong rice wine, very strong. Some of which had a bit of a bite. Look closely. Thank you for watching our final episode of Vietnam. We hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and catch us again on our channel as our world ride is getting closer and closer.